What's up, everybody? Showing up the King here. This is going to be a first for me. This is going to be a video response, and I don't do these typically, but there is a YouTuber out there, King of Lightning. You know who you are. Uh, Before I get started, congratulations on your 5,000 subscribers in 1 year. That is a feat to behold. Congratulations. Um, saw your video, Crocodile versus Garra of the Sand. And I gotta say, son, that breakdown you did was some bullshit, man. You know, it was some bullshit. You know, I'm not the only one that thinks that, but again, you know, there's a lot of One Piece people out there who are just fanboying all over the place. And this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm a fan of Naruto. I'm a fan of Bleach. I'm a fan of One Piece. I'm a fan of everything. But the problem is that when you do these things, you cannot be biased to the base that you prefer. So you can't be a super One Piece fan and then knowing that you dislike Naruto and then say Crocodile beats Garra by 94%. Get the what? 94%? It's like it's a joke. It's a joke. But again, you know, I saw this thing this morning and I almost couldn't wait to get home from work so I can come down here and do a response video. So let me just break it down from my point of view on how I see the fight going. All right, these are for first. I'm just gonna actually respond to some of the things that you said that to me didn't make sense. Number one, the way you broke down each person's abilities. You gave Crocodile supersonic plus speed and gave Garra supersonic speed. The big thing that I disagree with you here is they both have the ability to dodge bullets. Fine. Garra technically doesn't need to guard bullets, and neither does Crocodile. Because again, bullets will go right through Crocodile, and Garra's ultimate defense will automatically block anything that comes at him. It doesn't even matter if it's at bullet speed. We've seen that when he fought Kimimaro, when Kimimaro shot his bone bullets at him, and his sand automatically defended. Now, this is the big key to this battle. You also said that Garra's defense was poor, and you based it off of pre-time skip Garra. You even said in your video that Garra easily was hurt by Rock Lee. You're talking about a younger age Garra when his first fight shown on the show against Rock Lee, who opened up the gates. So you can't then base Garra's defense off of the pre-time skip Naruto. It makes no sense. If anything, you got to use the Kage Garra, the Garra that's seen most recently in the war. And in the war, Garra's defense is second to none. Arguably, he has the strongest defense. Fuck Susanoo, that Sasuke guy. Because honestly, I've seen too many people break through that shit already. But the only thing that can break through Garra's sand that's been shown on TV is electricity. And unfortunately, Crocodile doesn't have electricity. So unless he has electricity, he ain't breaking the defense. Period. And Garra can control sand. We've already established this. Garra can control sand. I don't want to hear no bull crap about a crocodile is sentient sand or he's sand. Sand is sand. Period. If he goes intangible and turns into sand, Garra's grabbing that shit up and using it for himself. If he uses his ability to create sandstorms, even if he throws it at Garra can just absorb it and use it for his own sand. Even if you put them in a battle where there is no sand, Garra has already shown that he can create sand where there is no sand. Again, reference yourself to the Kimimaro fight. This battle should not be based off of just fantasy stuff. It should be based off of what we've seen them do thus far in their respective animes. And unfortunately, we've not seen that much of what Crocodile can do. Yes, we've seen a lot. We've seen like the biggest thing that Garra would have to worry about in fighting Crocodile is to look out for his attack where he can absorb your all the moisture in your body and pretty much instantly dry you out. That's Garra's biggest issue that he would have to worry about. Nothing else. And the problem with that is that Garra's ultimate defense cannot be penetrated by Crocodile, in my opinion. And the reason for that is that even if Crocodile, by some strange miracle, gets through his mom's defense, Garra also has a gold dust defense now, and he already has his regular sand and his gourd that automatically defends for him. And if Garra decides to control the sand by itself, it gets even faster. And that's just fact. We've seen it. And even if he gets past that, now I'm already talking about 4 layers deep. Even if Crocodile managed to grab Garra, he's not grabbing Garra. He's grabbing more sand because Garra is coated in sand. So there's nothing to grab. You would have to literally beat all the sand off of Garra before you would attempt to grab him. And unfortunately, I don't see Crocodile being able to do that. It's just not going to happen. Like, Garra has too many moves. And then, again, this whole thing about, oh, Crocodile can break through and punch and blah, blah, blah. We've seen that Garra has the ability to pressurize his sand and make it more dense. He's made his sand harder than steel. Enough pressure to create diamonds. Like, Garra, like, his abilities have been so outstretched. And then even when he fought his dad who had the strongest sand that he can mix the mineral of gold into it, and Garra still overtook that and took his dad's sand along with him. There's just no way possible that Crocodile can beat Garra. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just looking at things logically. Like, I'm looking at now, that's my opinion on how I see the battle going, but just looking at how you ranked him, again, ranking Garra's defense as low as you did was just bullshit. That was just favoritism. And again, like I said, I respect you. I respect your videos. I respect your hustle. But just another reviewer talking to another reviewer, that was just favoritism, plain up, straight up. There's no way you're going to tell me that Garra's defense was low. And again, you're comparing Garra's physical body and not taking account of his sand. Garra's body and his sand are one and the same. You cannot differentiate Garra's physical defense and his sand defense, because when Garra's fighting, his defense is his sand. And again, he doesn't have to even be paying attention to what you're doing, and his sand automatically defends for him. And I know a lot of people will argue that once he lost his Shikaku, he became weaker. And actually, that's not true. When he lost the Shikaku, he actually became stronger, because the only thing the Shikaku was providing him was extra chakra. But it was also fucking with his head mentally. So it was actually a hindrance on him. So once he lost the Shikaku, he became even stronger. And he's a brilliant tactician at that. I mean, for God's sake, he's the leader of the Shinobi Alliance. He's the head general. So you don't think he has battle strategies that he's already prepared for to fight Crocodile? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long and drawn out. Like I said, I could probably understand. Again, I know somebody else who did a video said, if you came out and said, Garra, even if you said it was half and half, or maybe if you said Crocodile won, maybe every 2 out of 5 matches, Garra may have won, or, Crocodile may have won. But for you to say 94%, and then that's if he's using intangibility, and then if you said it only drops by half to 64% if he's not using intangibility, I'm like, if Crocodile turns his hand into sand or of any kind, Garra will take it. Period. That's it. I mean, we can sit here and argue the semantics of can Garra can control sand. That's been proven. Now you need to show me something somewhere on the show, or at least in the manga, where someone tried to control Crocodile sand and they said they couldn't do it because his sand is part human. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if you want to compare it again, like I said, with Luffy's brother Ace. If he turns into fire, and again, like I said, if this was a situation where we got Pyro from X-Men or the other dude, what's his name from Fairy Tail, they either eat fire or can control fire. His fire is gone. He's not going to say, oh, you can't control my fire because my fire is also a part of my body, which you can't control. No, fire is fire, sand is sand, light is light, water is water, and it even says Logai types, they can use their base element. So they turn into their base element. Like, Ace turns into fire. The other captain turns into lava, what have you. It's not like lava human where, oh, you can't control it if you can control that certain element. Crocodile turns into sand. Maybe it's organic sand or sentient sand. The bottom line is it's still sand, and Garra can control sand. Again, if I would love you to respond and see if you disagree with what I got to say. If you don't, you don't. I just wanted to put that out there. This is Showing Up the King for my regular viewers. Have an awesome night.